Hello and welcome to our July virtual opening here at the Portland Art Gallery. My name is Emma Wilson and I'm delighted that you could join us. This month's feature artists are Chris Ryan Ross, Karen Blair, Jane Dahmen, and Bibby Gignilliat. We'll hear more from them in a few moments. First, a few thank yous. Thank you to our artists who continue to inspire us, and thank you to our clients who continue to stay engaged and support the arts. We truly appreciate it. So it is July in Maine, and it's just beautiful here, and we're seeing an increase in visitors, which is so exciting. And this month is just such an outstanding group of artists for their show. So why don't we go ahead and dive in? I'd like to introduce artist Chris Ryan Ross. Born and raised in Kennebunkport here in Maine, Chris came back in 2014, settling into Portland and to raise his family. Chris attended the Rhode Island School of Design and received a BFA in painting. While living in New York City before coming back to Maine, he lived in New York for over a decade. He had a successful career as director of photography in the entertainment industry. Chris is inspired by bodies of water and bodies of humans, evident in the series of stunning paintings that he created for his first show here at Portland Art Gallery. He has his studio right here in Portland at State Theater, but Georgetown, Deer Island, and Portland are all, as he describes, imprinted on him. So please welcome artist Chris Ryan Ross.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Ryan Ross, and I am really happy to be showing at the Portland Art Gallery. Thank you all for having me. And I'm honored to be on view with so many other talented artists there. So I will be showing a series that I've been working on over the past year that I call Cannonball. And it's a series of oil paintings, also some studies in there as well. It kind of focuses on feelings of nostalgia and things that are around me right now, such as my children growing up and sort of the transforming youth that's happening in front of our eyes often. Thank you all for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the opening reception. Really excited to see you all there.
Now I'd like to introduce artist Karen Blair. Poppy season is over in southern Maine, but the astilbe is in bloom, as well as many of my lilies are getting ready to make an appearance. My love for flowers is longstanding, but my love for gardening, that's a newer habit. But when looking at Karen's works, it fills me with the wonder and delight of flowers in a garden, the shapes, the changing color, and the joy that they bring. A graduate of University of North Carolina, Greensboro, Karen's works primarily in oil and oil stick, with a varying degree of abstraction. Her works are included in numerous residential and commercial settings, including Keswick Hall in Virginia, University of Virginia Children's Health System and Children's Hospital, and Capital One. Please welcome artist Karen Blair.
Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Karen Blair. I'm in the midst of preparation for a show at the Portland Art Gallery. The show will open on July 6th and features myself with Bibby Gignilliat, Jane Dahmen, and Chris Ryan Ross. It's a great group, and I'm very proud to be both in the Portland Art Gallery and showing with these artists. It has been a wonderful project to think about summer, to think about Maine, and to embrace the fact that we are finally out of COVID protocols, back out visiting galleries, going to dinner, traveling, and the exuberance that I feel for all of that comes through in these paintings.
Now I'd like to introduce artist Jane Dahmen. Long-time represented Portland Art Gallery artist, Jane's much anticipated show this month does not disappoint. She brings color, vibrancy, and love everywhere she goes. Renowned artist, Jane has created a well-established art career over the course of 50 plus years. She was first introduced to Maine as a graduate of Colby College, right up in Waterville, and after vacationing here for several years, moved to Newcastle full-time with her husband, Joe, in 2005. Her love of the Midcoast shines through her art. Jane also has a passion for learning from other creatives and artists. She started the successful Talking Art in Maine series in Damerscott, Maine. She's hosted curators such as Sharon Corwin, the former director of Colby Museum, independent curator Suzette McAvoy, and artists such as Alex Katz, Catherine Bradford, Sam Cady, Lois Dodd, Yvonne Jacquette, Eric Hopkins, and the list goes on. Please welcome artist Jane Dahmen.
Hello, I'm Jane Dahmen. About my work, when I go into my studio, I listen to music because it puts me in a trance and I'm trying to get my brain out of my work because my brain often is critical or fearful. Oh, don't do that. Oh, better not use that color. Better not do this. And so I feel like I'm much freer if I can get my brain out of my work and let whatever is in there come out intuitively. You know, being free is one of the most wonderful adventures you can ever have. And if I feel like I'm free when I'm painting, it just makes me incredibly happy to be alive. What could be better than being free in your studio to do whatever you want to do? Oh, and I'm calling my new landscapes innerscapes. I still look outward to get some inspiration, but I'm trying to get what's inside out. I'm really grateful to be able to show this work and at the Portland Art Gallery. Kevin Thomas, who's the owner of the gallery, is a resilient person who is a nonstop worker. I swear you could call him at 5 o'clock in the morning and he'll be there. And he's very creative about how to show our work and get the work out there. His wife, Lisa Belisle, does Radio Maine interviews that you can see on YouTube, which are interviews of all the gallery artists and other people besides. Emma Wilson, she and I have had a long history. She's like a second daughter to me. I love her. Emma McHold is now hanging things in the gallery with Missy Dunaway and Nikki Fontaine, all of whom are wonderful workers. Every time I call, they are instantly on top of whatever I need. So I really value the partnership between the gallery and the artists. It's unique and it's really helpful. The show will be the month of July. The opening is July 6th. I will be there and I hope to see you. Thank you for watching this show.
And now I'd like to introduce artist Bibby Gignilliat. Coming to us all the way from California, Bibby brings with her the excitement and energy of her beloved West Coast. She has had a varied career path, including more than 2 decades running her own business before she decided to do something that would feed her soul. Heeding the advice of author Julia Cameron, well known for her book, The Artist's Way, Bibby returned to doing something that she loved as a child, creating art. She sought out the teachers and colleagues who supported this new journey, and she slowly gained the confidence she needed to emerge as a mixed media collage artist, and emerge she has. Every time we receive an email or a crate of new works by Bibby, we all get excited to see what magic has arrived. Please welcome artist Bibby Gignilliat.
I just wanted to thank everyone for coming tonight. I'm thrilled to be here to have this show. And I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I painted at age 10, and then I had a critical teacher and became a perfectionist. And so I had a corporate job for many years, first as a computer programmer, then as an adventure travel bike leader, marketer with Williams Sonoma. And most recently, I ran a successful cooking party business for 20 years. But the whole time I was doing this and had these other jobs, I kept thinking about having a gallery show. As Julia Cameron says in her book, The Artist's Way, if you really want to know what you should do in life, look at what you loved as a child. So in 2014, I took a painting class and I was literally the worst one in the class, but I was determined. And so I got a space in the ICB building in Sausalito. And in 2017, I sold my business to become a full-time artist. And here I am with my dream coming true, which is a gallery show. I just want to thank the Portland Art Gallery for offering me this amazing opportunity to have a show and for doing such a great job of promoting my art, like getting me in Maine Home and Design, which I never would have dreamed of, and Architectural Digest. And they often use my art in interior design photo shoots. And I'm just honored to be in the lineup with Karen Blair, Jane Dahmen, and Chris Ryan Ross. So thank you.
Thank you, Chris, Karen, Jane, and Bibby, for your remarks, and thank all of you for tuning into our July virtual opening. I invite you to subscribe to our two YouTube channels, Radio Maine with Dr. Lisa Belisle and Portland Art Gallery. Our Radio Maine podcast includes captivating interviews with Dr. Lisa Belisle and artists and members of our community, so tune in. And please follow us on Instagram at Portland Art Gallery, or stop in here and see us in person at 154 Middle Street, 10 to 5:30, 7 days a week. Until next time, be well, stay curious, and keep in touch. Thank you.